Welcome back to the Graham Stephan Show. My name is Graham and welcome to my show. And today, guys, our prayers have been answered. Finally, the YouTube algorithm has heard our cries for another episode of Millennial Money. And this morning, they just gave it to us. And better yet, it's not somebody living in New York. And better yet than that, they're making a lot of money because we got this episode here that just got posted. It's titled, Living on $226K a year in San Francisco. Wait for it, Millennial Money. So with that said, you guys, you know what? I'm just gonna get right into it because I'm really excited about watching this.
Growing up.
What is that music? It's like we just walked into a rave here. I was not prepared for that, and I had the volume turned all the way up. Headphone warning. Headphone warning, guys.
In rural China and watching my family struggle has really taught me how to be good with money. I think the key is to just not have expensive tastes. I spend money.
Wait a second, what is that sushi? That seems like the supermarket sushi. It's so just nasty. If that's the case, it's just not good. The problem with supermarket sushi is that usually, like at minimum, it's like $8 to $12 for a roll that was probably made like a few hours ago at the very best, and it just doesn't taste the same by the time you get home. So you're paying more money to get the same food that doesn't taste as good. That's a bad deal. It's bad. This music is something else, guys.
At the time, I did not have any experience starting an e-commerce company. So what I did was I watched YouTube videos.
Oh, wow! She watches YouTube videos. That is awesome. And I gotta say, she's doing e-commerce too. Why is she in San Francisco for selling e-commerce? Listen, if I were doing e-commerce, the first thing I'd do, move to Puerto Rico. Move to Puerto Rico, save as much money as possible, and do e-commerce from there.
And I swear, I learned top to bottom how to start an e-commerce company for free from YouTube.
That is awesome. I gotta say, so many people are sleeping on just the power of YouTube. You guys get it because you're already on YouTube, but you're forgetting that when you go outside this whole YouTube community, people have no idea that basically everything that you need to know is on YouTube already completely for free. You could learn any topic you want to. Chances are there's somebody already talking about it at like a college level or beyond. It's all free. Whatever you want to learn is free on YouTube. I honestly think at some point employers have to take into consideration how much YouTube videos you watch because that's the equivalent of like a full-on degree. Like I want to know if I'm hiring somebody, hey, how much YouTube do you watch? What have you learned on YouTube? Do you smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm? Yes? If so, did you hit the notification bell? Yeah? Okay, hired. That's as easy as it needs to be.
I would work 9 to 5 at the consulting firm. And then from 5 p.m. to 1 a.m., I would work on Millennials in Motion.
That's awesome. That is what it takes. People don't understand. It's like, it bothers me when people say they don't have enough time. They work a full-time job and then they get home and they're tired. No, listen, if you really want to make it happen, you'll find the time. When I was making YouTube videos, I would literally get home at like 6 to sometimes 8 p.m. And then from 8 p.m. sometimes until 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning, I was making and editing YouTube videos. I did that for like 6 to 7 days a week for almost 2 years until I started editing videos during the day when I should have been selling real estate. But I did that for a while. Like I really believe if there's something you want to go for, you have the time. Now obviously that comes at a sacrifice. It's not like she's going out to the bars and clubs every night just like balling out on her tech salary in San Francisco, but she's putting in the work and that's necessary in the beginning if you want to make it.
And then eventually, when my income from Millennials in Motion matched the consulting firm, after 6 months, that's when I felt safe to focus just on Millennials in Motion.
So smart. See, that's exactly what I did as well. I didn't give up real estate. In fact, I was very resistant to ever giving up real estate. Even when I was making $1 million a year on YouTube, I was not giving up real estate until it really got to a point where I was like, all right, listen, I gotta focus more time on YouTube. This is really something that I could see leading to something much bigger in the future. I got this little window of opportunity. I'm gonna regret not going for it. And so I went for it, and that panned out really well. But I really believe the approach that she took is probably the safest. It's the best choice. Make it happen until it's making more money than your day job, at which point evaluate if it's worth it to leave, and in her case, 100% it was.
The one expense that I spend a lot on is rent.
All right, so let's take a look at this. This is a lot. This is a lot. Okay, so we got business expenses, $26,000 a month. I'm not going to hate on that because I think that's necessary to grow the business. And I'd imagine her $226 has got to be her income after this business expense here. So I would say overall, that's fine. Product is expensive. We're going to let that one slide. Then we got rent and utilities, $2,810 a month. Welcome to living in San Francisco. That's probably a 700 square foot, one bedroom, one bathroom in like a decent part of the city. It's expensive. If I were her, I would really consider leaving San Francisco at this point. If her business is established, go somewhere else where your money is going to go a lot further. For like, let's say $1,800 a month, you get a 3-bedroom house. You save a lot of money on the back end in terms of taxes and corporation fees and just miscellaneous stuff. Even just like sales tax and some of your business expenses could be significantly lower, okay? So just throwing that out there. But then we also have your condo in Vancouver, $2,028 a month with a T, mortgage, HOA, homeowners insurance. I mean, it probably makes some sense for her to keep that if she's going back and forth between the two, but maybe at some point, if she's spending more of her time elsewhere, potentially maybe that's worth renting out. But just throwing that out there too. Then we got savings and investments, $2,000 a month. That's probably not as much as I would like to see given her income, but well, let's see. I bet there's more to it. Then we got discretionary, $600 a month with a barbell. That's dining out, household expenses. That's not terrible. Insurance, $413 a month with a squiggly sign, health and renter's insurance. Yep, that's about the going rate, especially because health insurance is expensive if you're self-employed, so there you go. Groceries, $400 a month with a paragraph sign. Includes HelloFresh. Then we got rideshare, $200 a month. It's probably cheaper than her having a car. Phone, $115 a month. That's kind of high. She could get that down to like $80 a month, unlimited everything by switching her carrier. She's probably with like AT&T and they're so expensive. And then we got subscriptions. $43 with a triangle sign. That's Netflix, Spotify, YouTube TV, Disney+. Listen, she's making enough money with this that I can't really like criticize her too much, except the savings. The savings got to go up. The groceries got to go down a little bit, but let's see a little bit more.
Normally, when you start an e-commerce company, everything is saturated. There isn't a lot of products that you can sell that people don't already have.
All right, so let's see. Inventory. I told you, inventory is expensive. $15,000 a month. Amazon fees, yikes, $4,000 a month for Amazon fees. I'm wondering if it would be better for her to start like her own Shopify store and then just spend some of that money on Facebook marketing. Maybe that might be a little better. I don't know. I don't know enough about this to give her any advice. So I'm going to trust that she knows that Amazon, $4,000 a month is probably her best bet. Maybe not. Then, of course, we got advertising, $1,900 a month. But guess what? If she starts her own YouTube channel, she can get way more than $1,900 a month in advertising just by making YouTube videos and talking about what she's doing. So there you go. That's my advice. Shipping, $16.92. Shipping's expensive. MISC, $10.31. Reminds me of a 1031 exchange. Supplies, $961. Subscriptions, $504. Yeah, you need so many different subscriptions. I mean, gosh, I subscribe to probably like 5 or 6 different things just for running the back end of just random stuff. Like, you don't think you might need a MailChimp account to like $200 a month because you have so many contacts in the MailChimp. But you know what? You gotta do it. Unfortunately, they charge you a lot of money. Etsy fees, $279, and then Walmart fees, $272. I mean, this is really just the realities of running a business, and this just scales up over time.
I want to live in a place that is beautiful because I work from here, I entertain from here, I live here. And that is the one thing that I will always pay a premium for.
Yeah, but she could be paying a premium for way less just living in another area. I would highly consider leaving San Francisco and moving somewhere else. Texas, Nevada, Alaska, plenty of places that you could go there that are a lot cheaper.
My current rent is about $2,600 a month for a 1-bedroom.
Told you, I knew it was a 1-bedroom. It has to be. For $2,800, that's getting you a 1-bedroom. It's not until you spend like $3,700, $3,800 do you get a 2nd bedroom. I kid you not, it's so expensive.
When I was in my mid-20s, I worked at a digital agency that had unlimited commissions. So because I was able to sell pretty well, I was getting these big commission checks that I didn't know what to do with, and I found this really great property. So I purchased a condo there, and since then, it's almost doubled in value.
Good for her. Wow. That is so smart. So smart. Vancouver, though, seems like a very volatile market for real estate. We've seen some of the biggest price increases there and then also kind of got hit a little hard. But you know what? That is fantastic, and I'm sure she'd be able to get a good value on rent.
I think Vancouver is a market where that is growing rapidly and is really good for real estate because tech is also growing there. And I'm looking for other real estate properties in other cities across North America that is the same.
It would be interesting to see what's going to happen to the whole tech industry after this is all over, when people start ever maybe returning to an office space, if people just kind of are dispersed out. I think remote working is going to be, for the most part, here to stay. Maybe not on a big scale, but I think there's definitely going to be a portion of those people who will now forever just be able to work from wherever they are in the world, and I think that's great.
Because my initial product was face masks, I thought it was really important to make sure that any benefit I got from the pandemic boost was given back. So I donate 20% of the proceeds to Feeding America Food Bank.
Good on her. I mean, honestly, she's got the right mindset. She's into fire. She's making enough money. She's saving enough. CNBC is giving me nothing to get angry about today. Nothing. But now, and that gets me angry.
The biggest money mistake I made in my life was not starting sooner. In my entire 20s, I did not invest at all. I just put all my money into savings. The only thing was the real estate that I invested in, but other than that, I didn't do any stock market. I didn't do any side hustles.
Oh man, it's like the easiest cop-out mistake you could ever say is like, oh, I didn't start sooner. Oh man, CNBC ruining it. CNBC's ruining it right now. Let's keep going.
Once I have enough passive income streams, then I'll have a lot of flexibility. And with that flexibility, I can do consulting for companies. I can help others build their business. I want to focus on real estate as well. Also, investing has been a big part. I love trying to find the companies that are destined to grow.
Oh yeah, 100% she could hit that by 36, without a doubt. My only thing at this point is, why is she only saving and investing $2,000 a month? You would think that with her income, even with some high expenses, I get it, should be able to do more like $3,000, $33,000. Oh, forgot taxes. If you left San Francisco and you moved somewhere else, you would be able to get that savings rate to probably like $4,000 a month. You would be able to double the amount of money that you save and invest just by moving somewhere else. I would highly consider it. Just look into it. Just look into it. Try it for a little bit, and if you don't like it, you could always move back.
I think it's really important to have open discussions about money with friends and be able to share your income and your net worth goals. Because I think if we do that, we can help each other.
So there we go, guys. Another episode of Millennial Money. And finally, it's not someone else from New York. And finally, it's someone making just a decent amount of money. But you know what? I want to start seeing more mistakes. Because mistakes get me all riled up. And then we can go and fix those mistakes and turn it around for the better. That's the goal here. And then we could always turn around these mistakes and then talk about them here on YouTube while I drink my coffee and smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. But overall for her, I have to say, like, she's not really making any mistakes. There's really nothing here that I could criticize. She's doing everything correctly. But again, my only advice would be consider leaving. That's really it. That's as much as I could offer her in this, because other than that, she's learned enough from YouTube to not make any mistakes, and she's doing everything incredibly well. And honestly, I wish her the best for her business and everything else that she's doing, and I have no doubt she'll be a millionaire by 36. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to destroy the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. Also, feel free to add me on Instagram. Post it pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there, as in the podcast, The Iced Coffee Hour. New episodes being posted every single Sunday, so make sure to add yourself to that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.